Well, I really don't know where to start. I'm shooting this on my phone. One of my good friends, have been telling me I need to make YouTube videos about the things I enjoy doing, my car builds, stuff like that, car thoughts, um, just in general, the day-to-day life, the stuff I like doing. Um, I'm at work right now. I work in sterile processing. I'm sterile processing tech, and this will kind of be a pre-intro to Haters Garage, hosted by me, Flippin' Lincoln. Uh, and I'm a Lincoln lover. I have four Lincolns right now. The very first one I purchased was a 1994 Lincoln Mark 8, and that has a 281 four cam, uh, 4-speed automatic in it as of right now. The second one I purchased was a 1987 Lincoln Town Car 302 with standard AOD in there. The third one I purchased was a 1997 Lincoln Continental 4.6 dual overhead cam as well. Only differences between this and the Mark 8 is that the Continental is front wheel drive and the Lincoln Mark 8 is rear wheel drive, and also it has a detuned engine. So the Lincoln Mark 8 puts out roughly around 290 horsepower with about 295 foot-pounds of torque. Um, and the Continental puts out anywhere between, some people say like 270, 260, some numbers you say 280. So I would probably say probably in the 270 range, maybe 280. It's definitely at least a 10 horsepower difference between the two. And then the fourth one would be a 2000 Lincoln Navigator, which also has it has a 5.4 liter dual overhead cam engine as well. So everyone knows dual overhead cams are pretty much the modular engines, and a lot of people think that they debuted in the Cobra Mustang. Well, they actually debuted in the 1993 Lincoln Mark 8. That was actually their flagship engine. So a lot of people have wrong. It's really Cobra. It's not really Cobra engine. It's actually Lincoln engine. So the Cobra Mustang actually has a Lincoln engine in it. Um, and so like each one of the cars, I definitely plan to each one of the vehicles, like the cars, I plan to do something a little different with it. For example, my Mark 8, I plan to do a uh, stroke kit from MMR Racing, if I can still find it. I don't even know if they still sell the thing anymore. Been busy with so many other things. I think they still sell it. It turns your 4.6 to like a 4.75 or something like that. I want to put Pro Charger on it, uh, and just make it really fun. Get this maybe around about 600 horses. Is really what I'm going for. Um, then the Continental, I would love to get about a good 350 horsepower out of it. Anywhere between 300 and 350. Um, on nitrous with a progressive nitrous controller. The 87 Town Car. The goal is for that one about 400 horses. Um, with a dual throttle body setup, a dual, a dual carb or dual throttle body setup, depending which way I go. Um, and with also on the progressive nitrous controller, um, with about 400 horsepower to the wheels at all times. The Navigator, the goal is to basically turn that into a semi trophy truck slash like Baja style truck, um, with a supercharger, um, that'll give it rough around 500 horsepower. Um, that's pretty much the goals for what I have right now. I also have a 1981 Kawasaki 1100, which I've been basically putting back together here and there on my own. I have pretty much all the parts that I want for it. I'm just waiting to get it to a shop and get the wiring once I finish putting everything together. Um, and that's kind of like a quick overview of everything. Like I said, it's kind of like just a test run. I'm at work. I'm in scrubs. I'm not in my garage, so it's kind of test run. But like I said, my buddy kept telling me I need to do this and quit procrastinating about it. So I had some time. I figured I'm gonna go ahead and do it, and talk a little bit, like I said, a little about myself and the stuff I'm really into. Um, so each one of the Lincolns are gonna be, like I said, little different. As far as, like I said, what they're used for, and also how much power I plan to put to them. I plan to actually buy more in the future. Um, like I said, I got a lot of ideas. It really comes down to uh, having the vehicle first to actually build the way I want. I don't want to talk about anything that I don't own yet. Like I said, I own these four. Um, they're mine. So I mean, that's the goal. Once I get them to a point where I can get them parked and not use them. The Mark 8 has the engine pretty much parts taken apart. I still got to pull trans out and little stuff like that. So it's got a lot of little small stuff I need to do first before I ain't worried about getting the engine rebuilt and like that. No, the engine ran fine when I parked it. It had a tick. But that's beyond it. Beyond that, actually great compression and everything like that. It had a lifter messed up on it. The Continental has like 140,000 miles on it. About 140 some thousand miles, right at 140,000. The Mark 8 has like 148 on it. The town car I think may rolled over. If not, it's around 98,000 miles. And the Navigator has, I want to say, right under 150, it's like 148 and change. So, that's the general plan for everything. Definitely a performance. And I'm not talking about building a car that in 6 months you're going to break or in 6 days you're going to break. I'm talking building cars you can hop in anywhere, anytime you want, and the power's going to be there. I would not be making videos about, oh my God, my car broke 2 minutes after I just rebuilt the engine. I don't really think that's wise. I think that's really one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen on YouTube is that, you see these guys build a car just to break it. And to me, even if you have a sponsor, you should act responsible with the funds they give you and or the tech they give you or the parts they give you, whatever they give you. You should definitely be responsible with it. So building a car just to tear it up just doesn't make sense to me. I'm pretty much a matching numbers kind of guy, except for when it comes down to making the car better. Let's for example, like let's say you have a let's say like an old Chevy, and instead of trying to rebuild this old 50-year-old engine, why not put a nice LS in it, and make it 100 again, make it better, and also run AC. I think one also my biggest pet peeves in general about the car world right now is the fact that I don't think there's no originality. I mean, that's just my opinion. It's either you run a donk, you run some type. Mainly it's a bunch of Chevys, G-body, it's hard, whatever. It's just a bunch of Chevys, and they're basically building the same car 1,000 times over. And they come in every color, just like Skittles or whatever. Or a rainbow. I mean, you see every color there is. And there's really no originality. They keep saying, oh my God, it's the hardest one since whatever. And until a month later or 2 weeks later, and realize that, hey, you've done this. The formula right now, just like it was 20 years ago, you had guys running 350s. 350s and 383 strokers. Now it's just like, okay, we're going LS. And I think putting the LS in everything from Mustangs to whatever, I think it's just kind of lazy. I think LS stands for lazy and stupid, personally. I mean, that's just my little inside joke. Because there's so many cool engines that GM put out. And I think that if you're a true automotive connoisseur, you're going to look for those oddball engines, like a 409. For example, 409 is probably one of the coolest engines GM ever put out. But yeah, it's a very expensive block. A lot of people don't tell you that. A true 409 engine block is like $8,000 to $10,000, so it's not cheap, and they're also hard to find. LS, you can go to junkyard, spend $500 less and get the whole LS engine with the harness and it's plug and play because there's 1,001 standalone things. It's just like back in the day where you had $150,000 32 Ford in a magazine, and they're telling you it has a Chevrolet 350 in there. Why? 4 inch a little more, a little more expensive to build. 2, people lazy. They put a Chevrolet 350 in it. Old school Jaguars. A lot of guys just pull the Jaguar engine out and put Chevrolet 350 in it. Very few did. I mean, some you hear about do a 302, stuff like that. So like I said, you have tons of cool stuff. Again, GM made cool engines. They made cool cars. I mean, Cadillacs. Some of the Buicks, the Oldsmobiles from back in the day were gorgeous. The Pontiacs, gorgeous. But yet you very rarely ever see somebody pull out, a big body Pontiac or, a Wildcat. I mean, they're just now starting to find some of these other cars because the quote-unquote Chevy don't game has been so saturated. And if you watch any video, that's basically what you're looking at. They say Car Fest, and it's basically just a Chevy show. No matter what it is, what day it is, or where they are. And that's cool. I mean, if that's what you like, that's what you like. I'm not hating on a person's effort or what they choose to buy. I'm just saying that there are some cooler GMs out there. If you actually did your research and looked around, you will find a lot of hidden gems. Yes, you might find, because honestly, the Chevrolet is actually the lowest on the pile. If you look at, you look at the totem pole on Chevrolet, from Chevrolet to Cadillac, your Chevrolet is at the bottom. Then it goes like Buick, Oldsmobile somewhere in the middle, and then you have like Cadillac, and everything like that. Cadillac was really their flagship. That's their top of the line. Oldsmobile and Buick were pretty much twins, and then Chevrolet is at the bottom of the pile. So, and Pontiac was kind of like in between. I guess you would put it would be Chevrolet, Pontiac. Yeah, Chevrolet, Pontiac, Buick, Oldsmobile, Cadillac. It's like, for example, if you want a 96 SS Impala, what is actually the best way to get the LS platform the LT1 platform that you're looking for in a SS Impala? It's actually by a Buick Roadmaster or a Cadillac Fleetwood. Same exact body. I mean, same exact chassis, for the most part, just different shells. So why spend $8,000 or $10,000 or $15,000 on a Chevrolet SS when you can literally go out and buy a Cadillac Fleetwood with a far better interior, far more comfortable, or a Buick Roadmaster, still have the same power, same bolt-ons you can do, same exhaust you can run. I mean, it might just be a little longer, a little shorter, depending. If underdrive pulley kits, so many of the things are the same mechanically. You'll actually, and at the same time, you'll save money because it's the same platform. And I think that's what a lot of people get away from and don't realize with a lot of these cars, that GMs, a lot of GMs. I'm sorry. Past 6 in the morning, been at work all night, starting to stammer a little bit. And also, I do really love cars. I really am a automotive connoisseur. I love everything from Jaguars, MGs, big body Benzes. The V12 is my favorite. Any V12 to me is my favorite. I love V12 vehicles. I think they're super cool. Just from engineering point of view. Dodge Viper is probably still one of my dream cars. Honestly, if I ever had the money to buy one, I will. But like I say, this is kind of like a little short 14-minute introduction. I am sorry to ramble. I've been procrastinating for a long time to get even one video done. So this is my one video. I'm going to shoot it to my boy and tell him thank you again for keep motivating me to do this. Hopefully the more videos come will be actually in episode 1, an official episode 1. This is kind of like I said, a prequel to episode 1. So like I say, I'm at work, and it's just on my mind to do. I have free time here. I'm by myself, so it's a good thing to do. But look here, it's super early in the morning. I have probably about another hour before I get off. So look, you good people out there, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Um, have some fun. Take a long or short drive with your family, and definitely enjoy. Thank y'all very much. Have a great day. This your man, Flippin' Lincoln, and I'm out.